Hello everyone, and welcome to this tutorial. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to create a simple illustration from beginning to end. The first thing we need is a design, and the best way to creating that is through sketching. It doesn't matter what medium you use to sketch in. Sketching is a good warm-up, and it helps you develop your skills when you're trying to come up with an idea. All we really want to do is throw ideas on the paper. It doesn't matter what state they're in. From a 5-minute doodle to a completed drawing, the important thing is that you put those ideas on paper. Just grab a pen and put whatever comes to your mind on the paper, because you'll never know what will transpire from it. And it also helps you get into the right mindset. I'm not being perfect with what I'm sketching here. As you can see with these sketches, I'm really just playing around with the ideas. Remember to play around with your ideas. The main goal here is to create something simple and cute for the audience to enjoy. Sketching should be a fun process. It even helps if you're listening to music or even a podcast to help get your ideas a-flowing. Sketching is very much like throwing mud at the wall. We want to see what sticks. The best advice I can give is to keep sketching until something on the page really stands out. Once we're happy with our sketches, it will then be time to pick a lucky winner to see which design gets to be illustrated in Gravit Designer. So now that I have a rough idea of what I want to illustrate, it's time to create it in Gravit Designer. First, go ahead and select the geometric square. Head over to the slider labelled corner and drag it all the way. Now go ahead and click on the advanced settings that was next to the slider. You want to untick the tab labelled uniform corners. As you can see, this allows us to individually move and rearrange the edges of our shape. Now that we've got the shape and colour selected, we're going to go ahead and duplicate the shape. Highlight the shape, and then just copy and paste it. Now just choose a darker tone for the shade. Paste the shape again and choose a lighter tone from the colour selection. We're going to paste the shape again, but this time apply a subtle white hue. Now just paste it 2 more times, one a dark shade for the rim of the inside of our watermelon, and one for the rich, juicy centre. In the end, you should have 5 separate individual layers that will be the main foundation of our design. Now, here's where we're going to apply a little magic to our watermelon. Click on the colour palette, and you'll notice that there's a selection of options up here. Choose the second one, which will open up the gradients. We can adjust the scale of the gradients at either end. By adjusting them, we'll transform the draw distance of our hues. Just play around with this part and see what works best for you. Experimentation is a good thing, so just play around and see what works best for your design. Now that we're done with that, let's merge our layers together. Highlight all the layers, head up to the selection above, and click on Clip, and click on the one labelled Clip. This will merge all our separate layers into one. So now we're just going to add some highlights, just to add a bit more pop to our design. To achieve that, we're just going to use the rectangle tool again and curve the edges. Now we're just going to add some legs, the same way we did for our highlights. Again, we just want to add little dashes of personality. So when it comes to creating the eyes, we're just going to use the circle tool. We're going to make these a dark shade for the undershadow. Copy the shape again and place it slightly above so that we can still see the shadow underneath. Finally, let's add some watermelon seeds above the eyes. For this, we're just going to use the rectangle tool. We can also rotate the shape by clicking on the white sphere above. Paste the shape again and apply an undertone. All we're really doing is repeating the same process, the same way we did for the eyes. Now, you don't have to do this, but it just adds a little bit more personality to our design. We are done! With just a bit of sketching and your own imagination and some creative loving, we've created a cute, simple, illustrative watermelon. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and that this step-by-step process helped you out when it comes to creating your own designs. Keep practicing and eventually you'll discover more and more of the talents that you have for drawing. Anybody can draw, it just takes time. If there's anything that you'd like to see me cover, let me know in the comments down below. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel for more great content. Have yourselves a lovely and productive day, and I'll see you next time.